For staying tuned, and if you are just joining us, this is Call the Police live on the Unity Station NTA Channel 5 Abuja. As usual, we'll take this brief report to lead us into this studio discussions this morning before I introduce you to my August guest in November.
During the visit, the 34th Commissioner of Police FCT Command, CP Millard Ntawai, met with traditional rulers of Buari to discuss security matters affecting the area. The police commissioner noted that the visit was in line with his commitment to ensuring peace, safety, and effective policing across all area councils within the Federal Capital Territory. He expressed the command's readiness to work closely with traditional institutions, community leaders, and other security agencies to tackle criminal elements and maintain law and order.
It's a wonderful deployment, I must tell you, and I've had opportunity of meeting the two traditional rulers, the Emir Sarkin Buari and the Esu of Buari. I've met with them, and it's been a robust one. They have promised to continue to support us as they have always done, and then we've agreed to first start to establish a relationship, if not in one-on-one relationship, so that if I need to get across to them directly, I would get across to them directly.
The police commissioner also visited other divisional police headquarters and formations within Buari Area Council to assess operational readiness and boost the morale of officers and men on the ground.
This is why we're out, to just have interface with the troops, and they know that we are with them fully. By the grace of God, they have any reason to take some very drastic and firm actions, they will know that we are behind them. That's why we're out.
The operational visit, according to the commissioner, will be extended to other parts of the FCT as part of efforts to ensure a safer and more secure capital territory for all residents.
Thank you, Asabe, for that report. Now, he was born on the 15th of October 1971 in Kajuru local government area of Kaduna State. He obtained a bachelor's of science degree in international relations from the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and master's degree in international studies from Uni Ilorin, amongst numerous academic and professional qualifications. He enlisted into the Nigerian Police Force as a cadet inspector on the 20th of May in 2001, and an astute law enforcement officer with illustrious career spanning 3 decades until his appointment as the 34th Commissioner of Police FCT. Millard Ntawai held numerous command, operational, administrative, and intelligence positions, the last of which was the Commissioner of Police, Kogi State Command. Viewers, join me to welcome into the studio this morning on Call the Police, Commissioner of Police FCT, CP Millard Ntawai. CP, it's my pleasure to have you join us this morning on Call the Police.
Thank you very much, my producer, and thank you for having me.
Yes.
Good morning, viewers.
All right, so we'll hit it straight away this way. On your arrival, you have seen, as mentioned in the reports, you visited boundary positions of the FCT with contiguous states such as Niger and Kaduna. These states are usually affected by the menace of banditry and, of course, the issue of kidnapping. So what is the strategy behind your visit? Why the choice of those locations?
Okay, but before I respond, I would kindly seek your indulgence to correct 1 or 2 things you just said about me. I am a member of Course 20,000, Cadet ASP, not Cadet Inspector.
Right.
All right, so those our movements to those locations are highly strategic, and they are just basically to ensure that our men on the field, those securing the fringes of FCT, because we have contiguous states around us, and then those contiguous states, if there's every possibility of the influx of criminals into FCT, and if you would agree with me, FCT is one place you don't want to toy with security and deployment around. So what we did was basically to give the men on the field the assurance that we're with them, so that they will be there. They're in the bush. They're the ones that mosquitoes bite on a daily basis.
Yes.
So they just want to feel better secure that they're taking the right decisions, that as long as they take those decisions within the confines of the law. What we have just done is to see how it's an ongoing thing, and it is highly strategic. It is highly strategic. It is going to be, we're going to continue on it. And we're starting with the fringes of Kaduna, our contiguous states around Buhari axis, which is Niger, Kaduna. And you'll be surprised that even Nasarawa, it extends up to Nasarawa. We will continue at the end of the day. We're going to visit other places like Buhari, at the Buhari axis, so that we'll see those traditional rulers around there. In policing today, we believe in community policing. And so we need those traditional institutions to give us support.
Right. We're actually going to come to the issue of community policing later in the discussion.
Okay.
If you are just tuning in, this is Call the Police. From this get-go, as usual, we're going to make you part of our discussions this morning. Of course, the reason is not far-fetched. The sheriff himself is in town, so you get to be part of him this morning to discuss security of the FCT. Feelers and whatever information you think are of relevance to the FCT Police Command, he's here to take them from you. So the number to call will be flashing on your screen as we proceed with the program. Now, CP, moving on. The Abuja South axis, the likes of Abaji, Kwali, and even Kuje, the situation there too over the course of time have not been as palatable as it should be as regards security. Through the same Niger, Yaba, for instance, is usually a crossing point for these bandits who are, ferrying weapons through into the FCT. What are your plans to secure the FCT on this axis?
Okay, from those fringes, we have gone ahead of just planning. We've been planning and we have started executing.
Sorry, CP, the residents are eager to talk to you this morning. Hello, good morning. This is Call the Police. You tell us your name, where you're calling from, and go ahead to make a contribution.
Hello, good morning. I'm calling from Dutse.
Okay.
My name is Bilkisu. I'm calling from Dutse.
All right. Go ahead, Bilkisu.
Yes, congratulations to the new CP. We want to appreciate all the commissioners and we want you to follow their footsteps as well. Yes, Dutse is one axis that is connecting other states, Kaduna and Niger State. Now, what is the commissioner going to do differently from other commissioners? Because Dutse is prone to a lot of activities. The Yahoo boys, the FO1, the Yahoo, a lot happens around there, especially the FO1 and Dutse Tokale roundabout.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bilkisu. Well,
okay.
Go ahead.
All right. For Dutse, Madam Bilkisu, thank you very much for that question. I think he was highly intelligent. If you've noticed, there have been more activities of policemen within and around FCT. Dutse is a gateway through Buhari, and you can also look at it from the aspect that it gets away towards Zuba, which means that it is an avenue, an axis where crime and criminality can either come within FCT or exit FCT. Very recent, if you notice, our pin down points, our stop and start points have been very robust. I have personally gone out at very odd hours to keep the men on their toes and make sure that they conduct robust stop and search so that crime going out, for instance, criminals that steal, break into homes to steal televisions and all that, and those that remove vehicles from where parked, and the one chance people, with robust check on those vehicles, we are likely going to achieve results. As it is, between when I reported and when we started the operation, and now we've had about 3 cases of,
Already.
yes, 3 cases that were busted of those that have stolen vehicles, of those that are one chance inclined. We have had those cases. So all we need from you are corporations, which, okay, I will tell you at the end of the day, but we just need corporations from you. We need intelligence report from you. Any information you have, you need to convey it to us as quickly as possible for us to be able to react. At the end of this program, I'm going to give out some police numbers, emergency numbers that we can reach out to.
Lovely. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. You tell us your name and where you're calling from, then go ahead to make your contributions.
My name is Alhaji Abdulmumin Mejama.
All right, go ahead, Alhaji Abdulmumin.
I'm calling from Karo Advis of Abuja.
All right.
Yes, I want to join in congratulating the new CP and welcome into the FCT.
All right.
Quickly, I want to observe that for a very long time we have discussed the issue of these bad boys around the abattoir axis, and nothing has been done. In broad daylight,
the abattoir in Karo?
Yes, the abattoir in Karo.
All right.
They come, but just by the road at the parking, you see them displaying their drugs and all sorts of illicit substances that they sell there to their would-be buyers. And I think this, poses a serious security threat, not only to residential motorists, but just recently, some of us were robbed around that Karo area. So those boys, in the daytime, you see them selling these drugs. At night, they turn into something else to operate. So we believe the new CP, will help and look in that direction. Also, on a lighter note, his name is Hawaii, so we believe he'll bring, I would live up to his name, to give criminals a run for their money in the FCC. Thank you.
Thank you, Alhaji Mejama. All right, CP.
All right, Alhaji Mejama, I really want to appreciate you for that. But let me let you know that I had a very robust meeting, Alhaji Mejama, with my management team just on Monday. And one charge that I gave to the area commander covering that your axis is, I got this intel on abattoir. I remember the name clearly. I got this intel, and I have little knowledge of FCT. If not, I was around FCT between 2015 and 2017 as the Assistant Commissioner of Police Operations.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I have charged the area commander to look inwards. I am sure that you will see much more of raids of those criminal hideouts. In fact, he carried out one last night. I have his intel. I can't remember. It's not just him. So many of my area commanders, so many of my DPOs are carrying out those raid operations. So I had about 12 to 13 that carried out yesterday. I would have been very much more specific on the number of suspects that we got with exhibits, those lines of exhibits just last night. Alhaji Abdulmumini, we're already looking into it, and we'll continue to put in our best to secure you further. Thank you.
All right, a good omen for FCT residents going forward then. So earlier before we continue with the calls again, earlier you were responding to question on the Abuja South, the Abaji access towards Kwali and Koje.
Yes, sir. So I was trying to say that, to the glory of God, I came in from Kogi State. As I was a former commissioner of police, Kogi State. Yes. I just left there for FCT. So you'll agree with me that I have an idea of what is happening in that fringe, in that axis. Yes. Okay? I want to tell you that just yesterday, day before yesterday, on intelligence shared between myself and the CP Kogi, right, somebody moving weapons into Kogi was intercepted. Oh. He was intercepted. So we are already on. I want to let people know that the little we know from Kogi and today in FCT, we're going to use it to our advantage. Our tactical teams have been so mobilized. They have almost everything they need to further secure FCT. And then our intelligence teams are working hard to achieve same. Very soon, the tactical movement you saw us make towards the Buhari axis will be extended to Abaji, it will be extended to Kwali, yes, up to our boundaries. We're going to extend same to where Haji Bumuni was talking about now, the Karu Nyanya axis, and then we're hoping that if everything is put in place, we're going to achieve results.
Right. Another worry is most of these operational areas, the forest fringes, as we have rightly itemized, are usually difficult terrains to maneuver. To what extent does this affect operation of security to, nip these situations in the bud before they get in?
Okay, so I have to be careful with the level of deployments we have made, and people were pulling together to give us support. But we are not ignoring stakeholders in those axes.
Okay.
Like we have visited their traditional rulers.
Yes.
We're getting the kind of support we will get from them. By His grace, another thing we are doing is that we're working with our hunters, we're working with our vigilantes
Yes.
in the bushes. Whether you agree or not, based on community policing, they understand those locations better than we will understand. And then those are our deployments around there from the days of my predecessor and even his own predecessor. We've had a particular set of tactical teams that are deployed into those forests. Okay. Those are the people that you saw that I addressed when I visited there.